Hello guys, so what's up? My name is Hollow, and today we are continuing with another episode of Gallery Sweep. So last week we did Eliza Irwin over here, so we're going to go ahead back down to the bottom and see who's next in line. It looks like next up is the Prince twins. Okay, so the Prince twins are polar opposites, but they always stand by each other. Gerard is childish, carefree, and more than a bit obnoxious, but he is super protective of his introverted sister Kylie, who tends to get overcome by her emotions and retreats to her journal to write poems and short stories. Okay, I don't think I've ever actually played with these guys. And Kylie lost her traits because Kylie had she had custom traits, and I don't use those anymore. But I think I should probably have like a decent amount of their stuff, so hopefully they're not missing too much. I don't know. Let's go ahead and pull them up. Oh god, Kylie's hair, it's gone. Oh, well, her outfit's there, and it looks like she has no chin. Wow, I forgot how little chin she has. But let's go ahead and check these out. So, she has like a lot of her stuff, at least for the first outfit. Oh, nothing there. Nothing there. It looks like she pretty much just has her first outfit, and that's like, oh, she's got 3 outfits. Okay, that's not terrible. Let's check out Gerard. Well, at least he has his hair. Let's see. Yeah, he's missing a lot as well. So I definitely want to go in and do these guys. I think I'm gonna try to stick with the same sort of vibe. I really love this outfit for her, but like I don't think I'm gonna change her too much. Like I'll probably just try to stick with that same vibe. But I'm definitely gonna edit her face some because like there's like I don't know how I could let this tiny chin pass. It's so small. But anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so when it comes to Kylie and Gerard, I did say that I've never actually played with them, and that's true. I never really played with them, but I did put them in a world once, because there was a time when I was making like I wanted to play like a whole neighborhood of like different stories. I wanted to try jumping around between different households and trying to play like multiple stories at the same time. Did not work out. It was very difficult for me. I could not focus on more than one storyline at once. It messed with my brain. I had so much trouble with it. But it was something I was just trying on my own. But anyways, it was like I went to Newcrest, which is the empty neighborhood in the base game. So I went there and I just filled it with all these like abandoned house lots from the gallery. And so the idea was that Newcrest was just this old abandoned neighborhood that nobody lived at. And so all these kids came and moved in there, all these like runaway teenagers and like young adults who like didn't have any money. They like moved into this rundown abandoned neighborhood and they just lived there in secret pretty much, right? So that was my idea of it. And then like all these people were trying to build up their life living in this little rundown neighborhood. And then like the idea was that as they started to improve their lives, they'd also start to improve the neighborhood. And then like, yeah, it was this whole big dumb thing. But yeah, when I started playing it, at first my idea was to go around and play like multiple people, and like so I put in all these characters who I wanted to play, including the Prince twins, because I really wanted to play their story. And then I also had Tabby Pritchard, who we did like I think 2 weeks ago. Tabby Pritchard, she was also in there because I wanted to play with her. And then I had like some of the other Sims who I've sort of passed over. Like I talked about like Luke, and I think there was Luke, and there was Gabe, and there was like Hoda, and like I can't remember the other girl. I think her name's Chandra. I don't remember, but I don't know. I had like a whole bunch. I had a bunch of different Sims that were in there, and like every single lot was a house rather than having community lots. They were all houses, so there was like 20 something Sims in there. So it was a lot of fun like trying to do it, but I ended up focusing on just one person because like playing that many Sims was just too hard for me. So I never actually got around to playing as Kylie and Gerard. I never got to their household. Like they ended up sort of being background characters to some of the other households I was playing with. Like Kylie ended up dating this guy who was I can't even remember his name. He wasn't my sim. He was a sim I downloaded from the gallery. So that's probably why I don't remember him very much. But yeah, she ended up dating him, and he was like one of the best friends of the girl who I ended up playing as like my main character in that save. And her name was Dallas. And I think we'll get to Dallas eventually. I I think we'll find her in the list. I think I still have her somewhere. If not, I'll probably pull her up on my own, like from my gallery later, because I still do really like Dallas and I'd want to read her at some point. But yeah, um, but yeah, anyways, that's basically the only time I even came close to playing with the Prince twins. Other than that, they just sort of sit in my gallery and do nothing. So like, I don't know, like I still really like them though. Like I don't really know what draws me to them, but I do like them a lot and I don't want them to just like disappear. I don't want to just get rid of them. So I wanted to go ahead and remake them, and like maybe I'll use them sometime. Like I don't think I'm ever going to do like a full series with the Prince twins. Like I'm not going to have like, oh, the Prince twins do this or anything like that. It's not going to be like a full LP around them, but I feel like I could easily put them in the background of another LP at some time and like have them be the friends to somebody, like out to somebody else that I'm playing. Or like if I make my own world at some point, then they'll just be like some kids that I move in. But yeah, something like that. So I don't have any plans to do anything big with them, but I still really like them, so I wanted to keep them. I couldn't bear to get rid of them. So yeah, but as far as like their looks go, I really like the way they both turned out. Like with Kylie, she definitely looks different to my original idea of her. I feel like this version of her looks more confident than the original version, like because she's still wearing the same sort of style of clothes and everything. Like she's not really that different, but like her hair specifically, like it changes her look so much. And like for her, like also she's wearing more makeup too, because in her original version I don't think I really had her wearing any makeup. I don't actually remember very well. Like well, I think she had like eye makeup, but I don't think she had anything on her lip. But like this lip that she has now is like very bold and outgoing sort of to me, so I think that's something that helps make her look more confident. But like that, like her new makeup and her new hair just makes her look so much more outgoing to me, and it's like kind of it's kind of causing like a disconnect to me, because it feels like she shouldn't really have that, because like she's supposed to be very introverted, very shy, very like very reserved and everything. And like I feel like her old hair used to sort of suit that, like even though it was bright green, it was very, and like it was really short and everything, it sort of like hung in her face, and she just looked very shy to me. But with this new look, she doesn't really have that same view in my mind. Like she looks different to me. So I don't know, I might like go back and re-edit her again. Like I might just play around with it a little bit more. It was just like when I saw that hair, I thought it looked really cool on her, so I chose it. But now she looks very confident, and like I don't know, it's just like I feel like that would be something that would be like later down in her story. Like she would start out more reserved and then become more confident. So maybe this is just like a slightly older version of her, where she's a little bit like better off with herself and she feels a little better about herself, something like that. But I don't know. I just think she looks a little bit different. She's a little different than how I originally imagined her. So it's kind of interesting to see how that worked out. But also, something I had trouble with was trying to get them both their freckles, because they're supposed to have like a lot of freckles, but I didn't really have the like I have plenty of freckle patterns, but they were on like the same layers where I found the skin details for them. So like their skin detail, like for their overall skin, was on the same layer that the freckles would be on, so it wouldn't work right the way I wanted. And so it was really annoying because I couldn't get the freckles I wanted for them, because they're both supposed to have really heavy freckles all over them, and I don't have like the right CC to do it, which made me kind of sad, because they're both supposed to be very freckly and they're only a little bit freckly now, which makes me kind of sad because I miss those little freckles for them. But otherwise I think they're still very much like their old selves. Like I mean, obviously aside from the fact that she looks more confident, but Gerard also looks a little bit more laid back in my opinion. But I actually wanted that for him, because I felt like he looked a little too like clean cut, I guess, in my initial version of him. So this new version of him is a bit more laid back and a bit more I don't know how to say it, like a bit more just chill, because like he's supposed to be childish and a goofball, but I picture him just being like this very casual, laid back sort of person. But yeah, so that's sort of the vibe I wanted to go for with him. So I ended up changing him a little bit. Like he says still keep this like the same jacket, I just move it to his winter outfit, so his main outfit becomes a little bit more casual. But yeah, I don't really know what more to say about them. Like I feel like they've changed a little bit, but I feel like they still sort of have the same vibe, but they're just a little bit different. Where like Kylie's a little bit more confident looking and Gerard's a little bit more laid back looking. So I definitely like the direction Gerard went in, but like with Kylie, like I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just like not what I envisioned really. So I don't know. I might go back and like redo her again at some point. Like maybe sort of like when we get back to the top of the gallery, I'll sort of re-look into her or something maybe. But I don't know. But ultimately, I just really don't know what I want to do with these guys. Cause like again, like I wouldn't want to make like a full series about them. I just like put them in as like background characters. But like I don't know what sort of series would be like a good for them to be a background. Like I don't know how to plan it out, you know. So I don't know. I'm just sort of like I don't know what else to say. I'm just rambling at this point because I really don't know what else to say, and we still have like a couple minutes left of this of the time lapse. But yeah, I don't even know what to talk about. How do people do these all the time? Like, I mean, sometimes when you have a character, or like when you have characters that have like complex stories or something, it's easy to do. And like you can talk about them for like ever and ever. But with these guys, it's like since I didn't play them, like I don't really know what to say about them. And I'm just like, I don't know. I never really played them. So I don't have a whole like big opinion on them. I just like didn't want to get rid of them. So that's why I'm editing them. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's something I can talk about. So with gallery sweep, I feel like I need to like actually start deleting some sims because like I know I did a couple like the first, I think it was like the second or third week, I don't remember, but I know I did a couple like early on where I got rid of a bunch and then I felt like really bad after that. But I feel like I need to get rid of more because like I still have so many sims in my gallery and like I haven't deleted any since that episode. So I feel like I probably need to get back into that and start like actually deciding like I can't just hold on to every single sim just because like, oh, they have a nice face or oh, I like the way they look. Like I have to have a reason to keep them, you know. And like I feel like I need to start doing that more. But then at the same time, I'm just like, they're my sims. Like why can't I clutter up my gallery? Like it's my gallery, no one's gonna be bothered by it. But I don't know, it's weird. It's just like I don't know what to do with it. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's just like with gallery sweep, it's really hard. Like it's my own little challenge to myself to sort of get rid of stuff that like I don't have anymore, like to get rid of like sims that I'm not as interested in anymore. But it's hard to do, you know, because like I really like every sim I make, so it's difficult to do that. But yeah, we're finally at the end, so I don't have to keep rambling and probably driving you guys crazy. But yeah, you can see all their outfits coming through and like you get like a little slowdown view of each of them. So yeah, I think I really liked how these guys turned out and I enjoyed making them, like even though I don't really have a story for them or anything. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one and I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.